Rabbi Chaim of Volozhin, the famed student of the Vilna Gaon and founder of the Volozhin Yeshiva, in his seminal work, Nefesh HaChaim, writes about the power and the importance of Talmud Torah, of Torah study. In that chapter, Shar Daled, he discusses how Torah is one of the pillars, one of the foundations of the world, Torah, Avodah, and Gemilut Chasadim, but he goes further to explain that Torah is the blueprint of the world, that God looked into the Torah to create the world, that the Torah precedes the creation of the world, and so far as to say that the Torah, Oraita, Kuchabrichu v'Yisrael, the Torah, Israel, and God are all one idea, one entity, one notion. That being the case, Rav Chaim of Volozhin goes on to say that that the world continues to exist only because there's Torah study. Not only that, but he goes into specifics and explains that if there was a moment in time during which nowhere on the face of the planet was there Torah study, then the world would cease to exist and cease to have ever existed, if you can imagine what that means. And normally we understand that to be one of the reasons why there are time zones. Why, when part of the world is at night and perhaps sleeping, the other side of the world is able to be up and awake and engaged in Torah study. But Rav Chaim of Volozhin understood that he and his yeshiva in Volozhin had a responsibility to ensure that in the confines of their yeshiva, there would not be one moment that went by without there being Torah study. And therefore he instituted what was known as Mishmarot, watches. There were slots where yeshiva students, over every 24 hours, every moment of the day, they would sign up and they would commit to learning, daytime, nighttime, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, even after Ne'ilah and Yom Kippur, and during the Chanukah Chagiga, there was always someone learning, because Reb Chaim Volozhin lived this idea that the world exists because of Torah, and every moment of the day in the yeshiva, there must be Torah study. While normally we rely on our neighbors in the southern hemisphere to handle the nighttime portion of the Talmud Torah over the course of the day, how wonderful it could be. And I invite you to join us in the project that we have established special for Shavuot 5780, Shavuot Mishmarot in Hollywood. We are inviting men, women, and children to sign up for an hour slot or more over the course of the first 24 hours of Shavuot, so that we will have at least 10 people in Hollywood learning at every given moment of the first 24 hours of Shavuot. This is made easier by the custom that many of us have to stay up late or all night learning Torah on the first night of Shavuot, Thursday night. But from 8 p.m. Thursday evening through 8 p.m. Friday night, Shabbat, beginning the second day of Shavuot, I invite you to take part in this project. You can sign up on the link that is connected with this email, yih.org/learning, and I hope you will join us in this community-wide initiative to emphasize the importance that Torah plays in our lives all year long, in the cosmic world in which we live in, but especially this point is brought home on Shavuot. Chag Sameach.